everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Sinisha, and this is PeepSo Future Highlights. In today's episode, you're gonna learn how to set up and display community hashtags, or hashtags for short. Together, we're gonna go through entire configuration of the hashtags, discuss some limitations regarding hashtags in posts and hashtags in comments, and we're also going to discuss how cron job is basically required for hashtags to work. If you don't know what the cron jobs are, we have the video regarding them. I will link them in the description below, so I strongly encourage you to go and watch that. For the purposes of this episode, I'm just going to assume you know what the cron job is and how to set it up. There's a lot to talk about, so let's begin. When you install PeepSo for the first time, hashtags will be automatically enabled, but they will not be displayed anywhere. So in order to display them, we need to go to Appearance, then Widgets. Choose the widget position we want to publish our widget. Let's say I'm gonna do that in the right sidebar. Expand this position and then press on the plus icon over here. Just look for hashtags and add it. I'm also going to move it to the top and update this page. So I'm going to display 12 hashtags in a cloud. I can display them as mixed or in the list, sort by name or by size, and by sorting by size simply means how big the hashtag is. So if one hashtag is trending, if there is like 10 posts with one hashtag and only 2 posts with a different hashtag, the size of that hashtag will be bigger, and you will see that in the hashtags themselves. You see how this PeepSo 5 and PeepSo TV hashtag is bigger than this, is bigger in size. It's visible that it's bigger. Okay, and if there are more hashtags like this, it will only become bigger, right? So you can display them by size. Let's expand this. Sort by size actually, and minimum post count will keep it 0. So at least one post with a hashtag is required. Let's keep it at 1. So at least one post with a hashtag is required in order for this widget to display the hashtag. If I enable this to, let's say, 80 posts and try to see right now, there will be no hashtags because all of those hashtags that I have on my website, they are not in 80 posts, okay? So let's reduce that number to, let's keep it back at 0. And now, again, my hashtags will show up. All I have to do now is update this page, and when I look at my community and refresh the page, now this widget is going to show up. But how exactly do you create hashtags? How are they even there? Why are they even there? All right, that's a good question. All right, so in order to create the hashtags, all you have to do is add the hashtag sign in your post and start typing. Let's say YouTube, and the PeepSo will automatically create this into the hashtag. Okay, let's post it. Now we have another hashtag created in the community, and if I refresh the page, you will see that it will not be displayed over here. Now, why is that? Remember in the intro, I said cron job is required for hashtags to work. In order to understand this, we need to take a look at the configuration. So we are going to go back to WordPress admin, navigate to PeepSo configuration, to stream posts, and we will see the hashtags over here. We will immediately see that hashtags are enabled by default, and there's some maintenance cron options over here. Remember, in the intro, I said I'm going to assume you know what the crons are. If you don't know, find the link in the description below and take a look at that video where I explain all you need to know about the cron jobs. Right now, I'm going to assume you know what is the difference between WordPress cron and the external cron job and continue from there. Our current setup is created so it's relying on the WordPress cron. And you can see that it's going to be triggered every 60 minutes and it's going to process 5 entries. Translating that to the language you can understand, it simply means that the YouTube hashtag we created will wait for 60 minutes in order to be displayed in the widget. So we are going to reduce that to, let's say, 5 minutes and cover 100 entries, 100 posts. So every 5 minutes, cron job will check 100 posts in order to find the new hashtags. So we have to save these settings, and all right, I already reloaded this in the background for the test, but the YouTube widget is now, YouTube hashtag is now showing in the widget. All right, so this is how you do it. Let's create a new hashtag. Let's say, actually, let's do something different. Now this hashtag is going to wait 5 minutes for the WordPress cron job to run. It's not automatically displayed here. It's going to wait for 5 minutes. You see, I just refreshed the page and it's still not there. After 5 minutes, cron job will be triggered and it's gonna process 100 posts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's gonna look in all of these posts, all of 100 posts, in order to find new hashtags. Now, if you don't want to rely on WordPress cron to trigger new hashtags, you can set up an external cron job. And to do that, you can go to the PeepSo configuration, then switch to advanced and enable the cron jobs for maintenance scripts. You can learn how to do that in the documentation that is linked immediately after the option, all right? Or simply watch the video that I linked in the description below. For now, I am just going to find this maintenance cron and execute this command manually. But wait, what do you mean manually? Well, I'm simply going to copy this command, go to my website, and do it like this. So when I execute this command manually, you will see the output of the cron and all the hashtags that it's going to process that is going to be displayed over there. Okay, so now when I go to my website, let's open in a new tab. You will now see that this hashtag is showing. Let me show you in real time how it's gonna affect a completely new hashtag. Okay, this is the configuration in the backend that is not allowing me to write long hashtags, and I'm going to show that to you, but later on. So first of all, let's create this completely new hashtag. It's not here, it's waiting for the cron job here in the stream posts. It's waiting for 5 minutes, all right? But if I execute this cron job manually one more time, you will see that it's now processed one post. Let's refresh this page And now completely new hashtag is over here. So I don't have to wait for those for this configuration to actually take effect. I can run my cron jobs externally and hashtags will display. All right. Now, all this time, I was creating hashtags in the posts, but you can also create hashtags in the comments. Let's say World Cup, because that is now very relevant. And right now, the World Cup hashtag is in the comments, and that hashtag will never show up here. Regardless of any configuration, any cron job, that World Cup hashtag will never show up over here. Let's refresh this page, save it. Let's run community hashtag, actually cron job. Let me just find where it is. Okay, here it is. Hashtag is processed. Okay, let's go back to the website, but it's not displayed over here. Now, why is that? It is simple, really. Every hashtag is actually a filter for your posts. Okay, so if I click on this hashtag, now the activity stream will show all the posts with that hashtag, not the comments, posts containing that hashtag. Okay, so if I go back to the community, let's do that, and click on the World Cup hashtag, there will be no posts found. And that is very true because there is no World Cup hashtag in posts. It's only in the comment, right? And because it's being in a comment, it's not calculated as a filter for your hashtags. If I create the World Cup hashtag in the post and now post it, now when I press the hashtag here in the comment, it will actually open this new post with this World Cup hashtag, but it will not display this post that contain it as a comment. I hope that made sense. And we cannot filter. We cannot filter by comments, we can only filter by posts. And that's why World Cup hashtag is not displayed here. Actually, it's going to be displayed here when the cron job runs in 5 minutes, because we now have it as a post as well. So it's going to be displayed over here. But if it's not created as a post, it's not going to show. All right? Now let's come back to the backend and see the rest of the configuration for the hashtags. So we only covered these few options over here. Delete empty hashtags is going to delete when the cron runs, it's going to delete the empty hashtag. And the empty hashtag is simple term for hashtags that are not present anymore. Let's say I don't want this post and I'm going to delete it. I am also going to delete the completely new hashtag, this one. And when the cron job runs, it's going to remove it from the list because this option is enabled. Scrolling down a little bit, we will find the advanced option for the hashtags. All right. So we can allow non-alphanumeric hashtags, and this is useful when you have like Chinese characters or non-standard alphanumeric hashtags, right? If you have a site that uses Korean language or Cyrillic or whatever other option is there. But when you enable this option, you will notice that most of these options are now disabled. Now, why is that? Let's read this fine print together. So enables hashtag of any length with any content, including non-alphanumeric characters like Arabic, Japanese, Korean, Cyrillic, emoji, etc. Hashtags must end with a space, line break, or another hashtag. All right? Now you might be wondering, why are all of these options for minimum hashtag length, maximum hashtag length, and hashtags must start with a letter? Why are they disabled when we enable non-alphanumeric hashtags? And that's a good question, but the answer is really simple. For example, this Cyrillic alphabet, the alphabet and language that I understand, sometimes uses more than one symbol in the browser or database or whatever you want, uses more than one symbol to create one character. It's not like alphanumeric symbols when you have A, B, C, D, E, and so on, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the specific different alphabets and different languages, you have more symbols that are representing one character. And this calculation automatically makes no sense anymore. Okay? But let's leave it as is, because we want to use, not gonna allow non-alphanumeric hashtags. So we are going to keep it stupid simple. And minimum hashtag length is going to be 3 characters. So if you were paying attention when I was creating the hashtags, when I start typing, you will see that this is not yet turned into hashtag, and this is not yet the hashtag, but when I type a third character, it's gonna turn into the hashtag, okay? So I can change that option to, let's say, 5 characters. Save the settings. Now I have to refresh this page in order for new settings to take effect. Remember, it was 5. So I already typed 4 characters, but it's not turned into hashtag. But when I type the 5th character, it's gonna become a hashtag. All right? Similarly, you can decide the maximum hashtag length. And if you remember earlier in this video, I tried to create a long hashtag, but it didn't allow me because I exceeded the 16 characters. I can exceed that limit to, let's say, 64 characters. Raise the limit, not exceed, sorry. So now I'm going to save the settings. Configuration is saved. Refresh the page to reload it. And now I can start typing very long hashtags. All right, 64 characters in length. There's a notice over here saying the hashtag cache has been purged and it may take a while to rebuild it. You can use your site as usual. That's simply telling you that there are some deleted hashtags, all right? Remember, we deleted the hashtag, and it's saying us that cache has been purged, and it will take a while to rebuild it. And indeed, if we take a look at our website, we will see that community hashtags widget is empty. There are some hashtags, but it's empty. And this means that hashtag cache has been purged, and it may take a while to rebuild it. It's true to its name. It may take a while. It's actually going to take 5 minutes where 100 entries are going to be processed, or we can simply run the cron job manually to force it to process. we will notice that 54 posts have been processed. Let's go back to the website. And now our hashtags is going to be displayed once again. We can execute this hashtag purge every time by enabling this option, reset and rebuild the hashtag cache. Simply enable it and save it, and it will do the same thing. But I'm not going to do that right now. Finally, the last option, hashtags must start with a letter. If you enable this, the hashtags will have to start with a letter. It cannot start with number. And that is all for today's video. One of the common questions we often get in support is why community hashtags are not showing in the widget. I hope after watching this video you understand why that is the case. So cron job is very relevant, and once again, go into the description below under the like button and watch that video to understand cron jobs even more. For now, I would like to thank you for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Links will be in the description below. Until the next video, I wish you all the best with your websites. Bye!